having on Wednesday night. Hello, Annette. How are you?
I am very good, actually. I'm excited about
Actually,
tonight.
Hogan said, I
Yes.
am very good, actually. I ain't mad at you being very good, actually. All right,
There
it's
we go.
very
I
good,
don't make it.
actually.
Yeah. No, I was fooling with my phone, but I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, really, what other way is there to be than very
Girl,
good? And
listen.
the Hogan didn't just say very good, but very good, actually. Well, hello, movers and shakers. How are you all tonight? We're so glad that you decided to join us. You have tuned in to Can We Talk, brought to you by your wonderful and faithful and lovely co-hosts, Anita Faye Wilson and Annette L. Anderson. We thank you so much. You could have gone anywhere else with your time, but you decided to drop by here with us to spend your night before Thanksgiving. I know y'all cooking. I know you got it going on. I know you're in the kitchen. I know you're throwing down, preparing for that big dinner for tomorrow, but y'all can put that phone down and just chill with us right here. Y'all can hang out with us for a little bit, and you can take a moment, and pull away from that turkey that you seasoning and hit that like button. Hit the like button and let us know that you love us, that you just appreciate us coming on here every week very faithfully. The other thing we want you to do is to hit that share button. Click that arrow, share this broadcast with somebody. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it to your Facebook page, share it in your DM, share it with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Share it with them and let them know Anita and Annette are on. They got a conversation ready for you, and they are showing up and showing out. So go ahead and share this broadcast with somebody. And make sure, ma'am, sir, that you are subscribed and that you set your notification so that you'll know when we are on. Let us know. Hey, look who's on time. Look who's on time. Jessie Carrot ain't stuck in traffic today. Come on. She usually stuck in traffic, usually log on a little late, but we're so glad to have you with us. Good evening. I know you ain't cooking. But hey, we just we just chilling on here. So thank you so much for joining us. Good evening. Listen, we got a whole night in store for you, and we just here to tell you, make sure you like, subscribe and share. The other thing that you can do is you can sow a seed. We are a nonprofit organization. Every seed that you sow is good seed into good soil. It goes into a good place towards good causes. Can somebody say good causes?
Good causes.
That's right, and that good causes. So we thank you all so much. You can sow a seed. You can sow via Cash App. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide. Again, $Movement Worldwide. Or you could opt to become a patron, and you become a patron, which is coming into covenant with us. You can become a patron by going to our website. She had to go and calm my dog down. By going to our website, movementworldwide.org. You can click that little red button up top. That'll take you to patreon.com, where you can set your own amount, set up your account, all that good stuff, and you could be in covenant with us. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day, but whatever the amount is greatly appreciated. We don't care how much you give, but guess what? It's all good seed into good soil, and we appreciate every single dime. Every dime that is given towards us, we take it and give it. Listen, it's given towards a good cause. We don't do anything with it except for what we say we're going to do with it. So we're so grateful for every dime. But guess what? Even if you don't give a dime, if you do nothing, your presence means more to us than anything. For the mere fact that you logged on here tonight, for the mere fact that you are hanging out with us, that means more to us than any dime that you could ever give. So we appreciate it. And we ask that you would please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure that you are sharing this with somebody and letting them know, hey, you can sow a seed. You can sow a seed, because we got a whole lot of stuff in store for you tonight. Listen, I don't know if you saw our topic. If you've seen our topics tonight, then you know, hey, it's going to be going on. When you're down, the only way is up. I can't wait to get into that, because a lot of people may be feeling it right now. A lot of people may be feeling like a little down, a little depressed. You know, it's the holidays, and sometimes the holidays are a little tough. But we're here to tell you that even though it's the holidays, you can make it through the holidays. You can still have fun. You can still enjoy family. You don't have to feel, you don't have to be, so you don't have to succumb to that down feeling. So I ain't trying to get into it right now just yet. I did want to do the little announcements up front before I get into our transformational topic. Y'all know we have three things that we do: our transformational topic, we have our power tool, and we have our tea time topics. But we're going to get into the transformational topic in a second, so that we can start, like kind of encouraging some people on tonight. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I think I'm by myself. I'm still by myself. I'm still by myself, and they had to go calm my dog down. All right, good people. So we're going to dive right in. Somebody said something. We had a few more people. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes. So let's go ahead and dive into our transformational topic on tonight. This transformational topic on tonight: when you're down, the only way is up. Sometimes life gets hard, and sometimes you don't think you're going to make it. Everyone has different ways of handling stress, of handling emotions. But the thing is, sometimes outside forces can be so, let me tell you, folk can make you even more depressed than you were when you started out. People always, always got something. You ever run across that person always got something to say?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and sometimes I'm not even talking about negativity. I'm talking about always got something to say about your situation. Always know the answer. Always telling you, see what you should do, what you should say, how you should do. If I was you, this is the way I would do it. I'm here to tell you, it's always somebody that's got something, always got something to say. However, I want to encourage you today because, see, everyone doesn't deal with it the same way, and the outside forces can't be too helpful. But you are stronger. I want you to type this in. You're stronger than you think. I think I'm going to type that in because it's tough during these seasons. You're stronger than you think. Annette, I'm here to encourage you. You're stronger than you think. Jassy, you are stronger than you think you are. Because a lot of times we don't give ourselves credit for the things that we do. You realize what you have endured? Some people, it would take them out. I know there are some people that have gone through some things. You've gone through some circumstances and situations. You've gone through heartbreak. You've gone through divorce. You've gone through death of loved ones. You've gone through burying a child. You've gone through losing a job. You've gone through, a lot of us have gone through many things. And you don't think that you're going to make it. And specifically around the holidays, sometimes it gets much harder for people because you don't feel like you have the support, specifically when Big Mama dies. I know my mom died. It's been 4 years now. 4 years ago on the 18th is when my mother made a transition, and Thanksgiving was her favorite holiday. She died right before Thanksgiving, and it is a hard season, a hard time to lose a loved one. And it's even hard, even when you don't lose them during the Thanksgiving season or during that time frame. It's even hard during that season anyway. But the thing is, when you do lose a loved one during the holiday season, when you do lose a loved one, period. When you get to the holiday season, you want to have them there. You want to have your mom, you want to have your dad, you want to have your friend, your husband, your wife, your child. That's when you feel it the most. You feel that heartbreak, you feel that emptiness, you feel that loneliness, you feel that sense of longing the most during the holiday season. But you can make it through this season. I've been talking about this all week on Clubhouse in various rooms where people are feeling depressed during the holidays, and they're breaking out into tears and they're crying. All kinds of things are happening. But I want to give you a few things. When you feel, when you start feeling this way, I want you to start remembering some things. Even when it comes to family, business, the season, loved ones, whatever. When you feel like quitting, remember your why. Now, when you feel like giving up in the holidays, not only do you have to remember your why about, why you're in business, why you have your family, why you whatever, but remember why you are who you are. especially for those who've lost their mother. So I lost my mom, and I often, when I have to get around this season, I start remembering my why. And my why, and why am I here? Because my mother refused to let the doctor tell her that I was a dead fetus inside of her and that she had cancer and had to have an abortion. She refused to abort the mission of getting me here. When you start feeling those seeds of doubt and loneliness, you have to remember that God created you to shine, Annette.
Amen.
Stronger, and you're brighter, and you're more than what you think you are. So he designed you to shine, and stars can't shine without darkness. So you're going to have some dark times, but guess what? You are going to shine right through them. You were given this life. Why? You were given the situations. Why? You were given the storms. Why? You were given the circumstances. Why? Because you're strong enough to live it. You're strong enough to endure it. God will not put more in you than you can bear. No matter how terrible your day is today, the sun will come out tomorrow. We can endure for a night, but what comes in the morning?
Joy. It's coming.
There's always going to be a morning. So the thing is, when you're dealing with life and you're having those emotional problems, this was the thing that I was using as a Monday motivation, as a Monday reminder. So I'm just going to give it to you in the middle of the week. You are powerful beyond measure. You are capable of pretty much anything that you are willing to work for, and you can change your life and your situation today by making a decision that I'm just going to have a better day. I'm going to get up. I may have hit rock bottom. But when you hit rock bottom, the only way you can go is up. There's only way to go from there. So instead of looking at your situation as though you have hit the floor, you have to look at it as though you are getting ready to do what the scripture says. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You are about to mount up. That means that you are going to ascend. And that is the word that I'm using tonight. I'm going to use the word ascend. Those of you who know, I like to take a verb and use it in an intransitive and transitive tense. An intransitive verb needs an object to make sense. An intransitive verb makes sense without an object, my bad. And a transitive verb, it needs an object to make sense. So when you are in a transitive tense of ascending, it means to succeed, to occupy, to move up the stairway, to go upward to the throne. But when you look at it from an intransitive tense, it means to slope. It means to pass from a lower or higher position, from a lower position to a higher position. That means you're going to pass where you are. You're going to rise above, just like a loaf of bread. When you put bread in the oven, or when you put yeast in that bread mixture, what happens to that dough? Without you doing anything to it, without you touching it, without you saying anything, what is it going to do? It's going to rise. And that's exactly what you are going to do. You are going to rise. You may be down today, but when you are down, the only way you can't go any lower than rock bottom. And I have been there. Trust me. I have been in the place where I felt like somebody was literally putting their foot on my neck and holding my face to the cement. So I have been there. And the only thing that I could do from there is get up. I'm going to say to you today, get up. Get up. Because guess what? You don't have to worry about man, because your head might be down right now. But Psalms 3:3 says, but thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter of my head. Jesus is the lifter of your head. If your head is down today, I decree and declare in the name of Jesus that you allow yourself to rise up above that and let Jesus be the lifter of your head. Don't hold your head down another moment. You might be down right now, but hey, you've hit the bottom of the cup. And the only way you can go from here is up. So I encourage you, and that is our transformational topic on today. Oh, it's a tough season, Annette.
It is.
I didn't realize how many people struggle. And I'm on Clubhouse all the time. I'm having conversations about health and wellness. And people are coming in health and wellness rooms about nutrition and vegan meal choices and stuff like that, making better choices for holiday meals. And I'm hearing people cry about the fact that their mother isn't here for Thanksgiving. And I'm like,
Wow.
and they're caught off guard. I'm talking about people who are caught off guard and not really realizing that they're crying on Clubhouse. I mean, they're literally in tears, and they're facilitators. There are people who are facilitating, and they're literally in tears because they've realized, oh my God, because you know what, when you pour and pour and pour into people so much, you pour into people so much that you don't realize that you're not getting the pouring into.
That is true.
And then these people were pouring and pouring and pouring. And this one lady, I've heard her so many times pour and pour and pour. And then it got to the point that she was just so broken that she couldn't pour. And people had to pour into her. So we're here to pour into you. Yes, yes, yes. You have tuned in. And we are here tonight to having you take a break from cutting up those onions and potatoes, and that you took your break from your collard greens. You've been
I had to get a break. Oh my God.
Had to take a break. I haven't done any cooking today. My sister's been doing some cooking today. I do my stuff is always same day stuff. You don't do mac and cheese on the same day. You know, certain things you don't do on the same day. So hey, it's only maybe one thing I'm going to do tonight, and then season the bird and maybe put the potato salad together. But listen, good people, Jesus is the lifter of your head. The only way you can go now is up. So I just command and decree and declare right now that you get up. Everybody type that in. Get up. Just get up. There's no reason for you to stay down anymore, because you got your movers and shakers on here with you. And we're telling you right now to get up. Get up before, because you got to get up now, because we're getting ready to go into the power tool. So I need everybody to get up. Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Oh, thank you, Jassy Carrot. We are always here for you to give a word of encouragement. Get up, get up, get up, get up. There you go. I see it. Get up, get up. Get up. It's time to get up.
Yeah, it can be discouraging, but get up.
It surely can, because we got things to do, Annette. Can we talk? Uh-oh. She didn't forget it today, y'all. She didn't forget it today. Get up and get your mug. If you don't have your mug, get up and get your mug. Why? Because we getting ready to go in. Hello, Lola. All righty. So, y'all, bear with me for just a second. I don't even think I pulled it in, Annette. I didn't. You know, y'all, let me tell you something. We've been having some technical difficulties.
Girl, that's not even talk.
Let me tell you, but you know what? We keep moving anyway. We keep it moving. So we don't worry about it. We have been being attacked on Facebook, and we're going to keep praying about that thing. We got some more comments coming in. Hey, listen, Francesca, I know you got your mug. Hi, Sharon. I know, well, Sharon don't have no mug, but hello, Sharon. We're glad to have you on with us. But I know if nobody else got their mug right now, I know Francesca got her mug. So we're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to just shift into our next phase of our conversation on tonight. But before we do, we're going to pause for a quote from the quotologist herself, from Annette L. Anderson. We're going to pause for our Annettism, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You got time to share. We'll be right back.
Thinking on thanking. Just a few days ago, I was thinking about thanking God for all the things He has done for me. Now I just can't stop thinking about thanking Him, how He saved my life. Now I am free. Yet I will continue thinking about thanking Him for the strength to stand tall like an oak tree. But I thought about it and decided to continue thanking Him even while thinking about Him. Be thankful. This is Annettism's Expressions.
All right. Speaking about technical difficulties, I've been trying to get on the Facebook like, okay, move on. I can't get on there, so I'm just gonna move it on. Like they say, moving.
You gotta keep it moving.
All right. Now it's time for the power tool. And there are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured or broken spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes it just takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a band-aid won't do it. You need a power tool.
Power tool.
Tonight, I'm going to be dealing with a topic that I think is really important for this time of the season, because people really go through during the holidays, because that's when you have all the memories, and my mom used to cook that pie, and she had the bomb greens, and so you almost go backwards in a sense, because we go to reminiscing. And so my topic tonight is, why are you mad at God? Was it really his fault or yours? Why are you mad at God? And so many times we're mad at God, and it really not his fault. Being angry at God is something that many people, both believers and unbelievers, and that's something even unbelievers is mad at God. They just mad. They're just mad, and they have wrestled with it throughout time. When some tragic things happen in our life, we ask God why, because it's our natural response. We like, God, why did this happen to me? Why did she have to die? Why did he leave me? Whatever. We all have a why. And as long as you're on this earth, you will always have a why. There will always be a question mark. But what we are really asking him, though, is not so much why God, is why me, God? Why me? Why I got to be hurt? Why I got to be disillusioned? Why this person left me? This response indicates two flaws in our thinking. First, as believers, we operate under the impression that life should be easy, and that God should prevent tragedy from happening to us. I don't know why we think we're immune, Anita, but we're not. And then is when he does not, we get angry with him. We get mad at God when, things happen. You know how you do. Sometimes you say, God, I promise you, if you do this, I'll serve you. I'll do this. We try to bargain our way out of heartache and disappointment.
That's it.
Because we're trying to, like God is a bargaining tool. God, if I do, I'll do this. If you do this, and I'll do that. But, actually we're lying, because even if he did what we asked him to do, we'll turn around and not hold our end of the bargain anyway. And second is, when we do not understand the extent of God's sovereignty, we lose confidence in his ability to control circumstances, other people, in the way they affect us. We get mad at God. We're angry at God as a result of our inability, unwillingness to trust God, even when we don't understand what he's doing. And we got to know that God has a plan. It's so difficult to trust him. We don't trust a lot of times because we are mad because he didn't do it the way we wanted it to be done. And so I got to learn how to trust him. I got to trust that his plan is bigger than my plan. And I got to trust he has a reason for what's happening. And oftentimes when we go through situations, and even now with people struggling during the holidays, that's when we really do the why thing. Why this, why that? But if we ever trust God, I'm not going to say we won't have why moments, but even if I have to ask a why, I understand that God's had my back. He has it. And so whatever he's allowed to happen in my life, he knew it from the beginning of this world, and he knew it was going to come to pass. And so those of us who have our loved ones, our mothers, and whoever you attach to, learn how to love people, learn how to tell them I love them, because there maybe one day they won't be there anymore. So we have to learn how to share our disappointment with God directly. He already knows you're angry. He already discerned a deep disappointment you hold to yourself. It's not a mystery to him. What he wants is a relationship with you, a conversation. Give yourself the freedom to express your anger in whatever way that works for you. And say, I wouldn't serve a God that I could not tell him how I felt. Now, it may not change it. Well, actually, it probably won't change the situation, but it'll change me. It'll get me to a place that I know I can take that disappointment to God. God, I'm mad right now. I'm mad that you allowed this person to go. I'm mad that you allowed, my mother to leave. We're just mad. I don't care how much you love the Lord. I don't care how much anointing you got. You probably can lay hands on the dead and they recover. There will be times when we'll be disappointed and mad at our situation. But then we have to also learn how to let God be God. A lot of our anger with God has to do with our expectations. We have these expectations that we expect God to do for us. I expect him to subscribe my agenda for my things. See, I mean, how many times have we prayed, Lord, let your will be done, and really mean it? We say it because it sounds good. It has a nice little ring to it. But what when his will comes to pass? Then you get mad.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see how brilliant my plan is that he has for me. I want him to take me down safe path that I prescribe. These are the things we want. I want to do what I want to do for me. I want him to move for me and heal for me and deliver for me. I want people to live forever. I want finances. I want everything to be in place. I want everything lined up, but that's just not life. And it's very hard sometimes, Anita, to navigate
Mm-hmm.
through these situations because we could say a lot of words, but living this thing and walking this thing out, getting up on tomorrow, knowing that person that we love won't be there. I was telling somebody today, I can remember on on Thanksgiving morning, which is okay, so Thursday. I can almost smell the food. We're talking about 30, 40 years ago. I can almost smell how the aroma would fill that house and how the people would be in and out. My siblings, all the neighbors, because like your mom, Anita,
Okay.
people would be in and out, and
In and out of the house all day.
yeah, and I miss those things, but I understand it's his will, and so I'm not mad at him. I was mad, but I'm not mad because he knew what was best for my mother. He knew what was best. I had cousins and my aunts and my grandma. So many people have gone on, and so he knows what's best. But see, when you're mad, I'm almost finished. But when you're mad, there's some things you need to be reminded of. And I want to go through these right quick. If you are mad, be reminded it could be. And my first point is life can rob and steal. John 10:10, the thief comes not
Come
for
on.
to steal, but to kill and destroy. And I come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. So you can be mad, but understand that life can rob and kill situations. And I'm not talking about the death of loved ones. I'm talking about how we get so caught up in what God has already allowed to happen that it robs and steals our joy and our peace because we have not resolved the fact that how you gonna take me? Why me? So be careful when you're going through these seasons that you don't allow it to rob and kill and steal your joy, your peace, and learn how to live past the death of loved one. Learn how to live past situations that we can't control. Also, being mad with God, it talks about hindering God's plan. In Jeremiah 29:11, the Bible says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord." Plans actually are thoughts. That word, it means thoughts to prosper
Mhm.
and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. So what God is saying, I had to remove that situation. I had to remove that person because I know my plans I have for you. So don't allow that situation to cause you to hinder what God had planned before you. And what I mean by that, I know you can't stop God, but you can stop the move of God in your life because you will say, you know what, and you get mad. Well, God, since you took them, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. God, forget it. I'm not gonna build nothing. I'm just gonna be mad and feel sorry for myself that
Mhm.
how dare you come and take that thing that was so dear to me. But also it talks about altering your countenance. Your
Come
countenance,
on.
your face, according to Genesis 4:6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why, in other words, why are you mad? That's what that means. Why are you upset? And why is that countenance falling? So don't allow don't allow this time of year to cause your countenance to fall. And what I mean by that, what happens because what we go through and we're so disappointed, we're so mad, it causes our countenance to be altered. Well, we should learn how to smile through it. Well, I'm not saying be fake and fun. I'm talking about get to the place where you can really smile and say, God, yeah, it hurt, but God, I thank you for my life. I thank you for my health. Lord God, whatever you have for me, it's time for me to move on. So don't allow being so mad at God to allow your countenance to fall. And then next it talks about question God question your motive, according to Jonah 4:4. But the Lord replied, is it right for you to be angry? In other words, he was telling Jonah, you got a lot of nerve to be angry. Who are you? Who are you? And when you go to the book of Job, and he go down a lineage of things, telling Job, did you do this? Did you make the mountain? Did you cause the stars to be in the sky? It went on and on, and Job telling him, who are you to be mad? At the end of the day, y'all, who are you, Anita? Who am I to really be mad at the sovereign God? He's a sovereign God. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So we're mad. We're being mad, and God said, who are you? You got a lot of nerve to be mad at me. Do you not know who I am? And finally, being mad at God have caused you to have a twisted life.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 19:3 says, and the foolishness of man perverted. That word perverted means twisted his way, and his heart fretteth. And that means to be enraged against the Lord. So we're so mad with God that we're living a twisted life, because we can't allow God to be God in our lives because we're so mad. So are you mad at God? That may be something you need to really address. God, why are we mad at God? Yeah, he took. Yeah, he gave, but he takes away. And the Bible said we didn't come here to stay. We're only going through. And so I want to encourage somebody, even on tonight. I know it's tough. I know it's hurt. I know I'm talking from a personal perspective, but I've learned that I'm no longer mad at God about that, because I had to understand, who am I? Who am I to be mad at God for taking something that he gave? I didn't give my mother life. God gave him life. So God came back and took what he gave. And one day we'll be in that same situation. So be encouraged. Be encouraged that regardless of whether you're mad or not, was it really his fault? No, baby girl. No, my boyfriend. It's your fault. It's your fault, because God is a sovereign God. And regardless of how we feel about it, he's going to move whether you like it or not. And the bad part about it is we're so mad that we can't even understand how to move on. We didn't understand how it robs and steals you, it hinders God plan, it alters your countenance. And it makes you question your God's motive. Come on, who are you? And also, if you're not careful, Anita, you'll have a twisted life, because you won't be able to walk in the thing that God had called you to walk in. So that's my take on that tonight. That was such a meaty topic that alone could be a series, because we struggle. If we ever get past being mad, you'll be surprised what you'll be able to do. So what do you think, Anita? I'm just
I mean, the Bible says to be angry but sin not, and that's one of the things that we fail to realize as Christians, or we try to sugarcoat or over I guess I can't think of the word I'm looking for. We try to be too deep. You should not be angry with God, except what he allows. Of course, you have no choice but to accept it. But he never said you couldn't be angry. But there's a difference between wrestling with questions and being rebellious and defiant.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between the two. And so when you can understand that as imperfect, finite people, that is, it's not our place to be in a position where we are consistently angry with God, who is all powerful, all knowing, and all seeing. Because the thing is, he's the only one who sees the big picture. We don't see it. He holds the entire balance of the world in his hand. He holds everything, every promise that is set up for you. And some things that we're willing to hold on to, God needs us to let go of. And then there's some people who have served their purpose and he takes them away. We can't control that. But when we're angry, it's a valid reaction to the hardship and stuff that we feel. It's a valid reaction, because we have feelings. We are human. But when you don't check yourself, your hostility can become bitterness. And then that is what eats you from the inside out. And that's why we have to be careful and do what the Bible says. And it's Ephesians 4:26. It says, be angry, but sin not.
Exactly.
Because, when we give anger, it leads to all kinds of negative thoughts and negative actions. Mm-hmm. And we don't need to have that to brew on the inside. So that, that's really the gist of it, that we have to be careful.
Be careful. That's right.
Be very careful.
Be careful, because you're going to be, you can't, it's a natural thing. You're going to be mad, because I was mad. Mm-hmm. But then I can't let that hinder me from going forth. That's the point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can be mad, but there's a season. Mm-hmm. But at some point, there are people right now who are mad and they're not going to do anything. I'm not going to do it. God, you did this and I'm mad. And then now you live in a twisted life. Mm-hmm. No, Get out there.
Yeah, don't let anger drive a wedge between you and God. Don't let anger
That's
have you
right.
twisted and bent all out of shape for something that you have no control over. Because God loves us and has a plan for us. And the thing is, when we operate in sin, we separate ourselves from God, and you don't want to be in that position. You have to be, you have your moment. You can take anything to the Lord in prayer. And when you take it to him, and when you really start giving God glory, for, even in the midst of it, that's what happens when you praise him through your trials. When you praise him through the situation that you're in, through the circumstance that you're facing, you'll start to understand and realize it comes to, it comes to you. Oh my God, bigger than this. He got me in this. I don't understand it, Lord, but I know that there's a plan. I know that you got something that you're going to do. You're going to make sense of all of this. And he will in his time and in his way. And then you have to leave. You have to take it there. That's the old saying said, take it to the Lord and do what?
Leave it there.
Thank you. That's the thing. But we want to take it and fuss about it and be standing there like, waiting on God to answer like this. Take it to the Lord and leave it there.
Yeah.
Take your burdens. I used to sing this song, take your burdens to the Lord and leave it there. You got to leave it there. Take it to him and leave it there, period. Boom. Oh, that was good. That was a good one. And it was well needed. Thank you so much for that, Annette. Thank you all. So we're going to move to the next phase of our conversation. We have a whole lot to talk about, y'all, tonight. Y'all know we love our transformational topic, and we love to have that hard to have conversation. We ain't scared, but we got to move it to the next phase. Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Say, you know how to say rat back? We're going to be rat back. We're going to be right back right after these commercials. So don't go anywhere. You got time to click that share button. You have time to call somebody and tell them to tune in right now. And you got time to go get your mug like Francesca. I know she got her mug. She on the sewing machine. She probably like this. Got my mug, child. So you have time to get your mug. And yes, Sharon, you need to get your mug, girl. So you're going to see right now in the commercials how you can get your mug. We'll be right back.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March 7th, each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
Yes, it's tea time topics, tea time. I love the tea time topics. I love it. I
Okay.
do. I have so much fun with tea time topics. I love tea time topics. So we have a few that we're going to share today. That are, a couple of little tough ones that we're going to share, and then we got some other stuff to share, y'all. We got some stuff tonight, so bear with us. Hang in there, get your tea. Did she just say that? Yes, yes, yes. We got some stuff tonight, but there's a lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
It's weird how how close y'all know I'm in the entertainment industry, and that there are a lot of things that I am aware of that happens. This is Young Dolph, a high-profile Memphis rapper, was killed in a shooting last week while inside a cookie bakery on Airways Boulevard in Memphis. Police said the shooting occurred at the renowned bakery Makita's Home Butter Cookies, a spot the 36-year-old star frequented his stops at home. Witnesses who documented the aftermath of the shooting on social media identified Young Dolph's car with a vehicle with a unique, because he had a camouflage wrap. He had all of his vehicles were wrapped the same. So scores of fans arrived. People were filming his arm hanging out the window. And then right after that, there were videos and we only have the still shots released of those who actually did the killing. Now, since that time, there have been posts of these young men posting something as little as, I hope it's not true, somebody posted like $1,400, claiming, and somebody was claiming that they were paid to take him out. And it's a shame that when somebody becomes successful and they go back to their hometown, that these are the things that starts happening. I've seen so many blogs and vlogs on this thing. It's awfully sad. I actually worked with someone who worked in that camp, and I met him. I've been around him. He stayed at her house. I met all of the people in this camp, and I know that, sometimes the music portrays the type of person in a sense that they really aren't. He had mellowed out. He was so mellow. And the one thing that I applaud that he did, because a lot of times these guys know their fate. And one of the things that he did, he bought property after property after property after property. So he really kind of hooked his family up. But it's sad that his life had to end at 36. So our heart goes out to the music industry. Yeah, another one gone, another fallen angel. What you thinking that? I mean, it's like whether we liked him or not, or loved his music or not, he's somebody's child, somebody's dad.
It's sad. And it's sad because 9 times out of 10 it's black on black crime too. Mm-hmm. And my heart go out to his family.
His mother,
his mom, he had any children? I don't know.
Yes, he had a lot of kids.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say somebody's child, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, somebody's father. So regardless of what we may think about a person's music or their position in life, at the end of the day, we don't wish this type of situation on anyone. And it's still sad, and I pray that, the killers are brought to justice. I pray that God gives peace to his family and to everyone involved. So we just wanted to kind of cover that, y'all. I know it is very sad, very sad. So we're going to move to the next one. We don't have, of course, we don't, when we do these types, we don't have a bell, but we got one. Trust, we got some bells coming tonight. But this is another situation. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, Annette, because I'm going to give you the privilege of doing number 3. But this was a Wisconsin man who was arrested and accused of driving an SUV into crowds at Waukesha Christmas Parade on Main Street as people watched in horror. I actually watched the video of, he had zoomed by this one person dressed like a rabbit. If that person would have stepped back 2 seconds, he would have run him over. He was going so fast right by people sitting, people sitting on the side of the roads with their chairs. So the man's name is Darrell E. Brooks, 39 years old. He was booked on suspicion of 5 counts of intentional homicide. Now, city officials identified the 4 men and the people who were killed: Virginia Sorensen, 79, Leanna Owens, 71, Tamara Durant, 52, Jane Kulich, 52, and Willem Hospital, 81. And since then, I'm told that there's an 8-year-old kid that has died.
Yeah.
48 additional injuries, including 2 children who were critically conditioned, but one has died since then. And he intentionally drove, it was a maroon SUV, through barricades into a crowd of people, 4:30 p.m., broad daylight on a Sunday. in the middle of a Christmas parade. I don't know what is happening in people's minds. My heart breaks when people feel like they got to take lives of other people. And it says that he was on probation. He had hit a woman. It was something with a knife. Oh, yeah, Jassy put something on. He was on probation. He was out on probation for hitting a woman with his car. Yes, he had hit a woman with his car. And it was some other incident concerning a knife or something with someone else. So, and when I found there was another picture, and I couldn't pull it in still because it was a video. It was a crazy shot of him. Something was going on in the mind. Something goes on in the minds of people. You can't take it lightly when you have someone locked up for one reason and then you let them out. Like that guy who went and attacked the woman who had gone to prison for killing his mother, and he attacked the Asian woman on the streets in New York in broad daylight. Those kinds of things. We covered that story. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. I'm giving you your thoughts on that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mean, I think you covered that. It's just, yeah, I don't want to say too much.
It's
I can't even imagine those families. You leave home and just having a nice evening, and then some fool comes and, to take the lives of people that he didn't even know.
And the thing is, here's the thing. When I watched the video of his car, his SUV zooming down that road, and then right after people realized what was going on, you should have seen the people scrambling. They were picking up their kids. They were picking up lawn chairs. I mean, they were slinging kids left and right, trying to get them out of there. I don't blame them. Yes, they were horrified. Just the terror that was on their faces. I can't imagine in that how people feel when they're in the middle of mass shootings. What happened at the airport? You guys had just missed it.
Yep, sure they did.
In the airport in Atlanta. So people were horrified. Yeah. It was crazy, wilding out. Yes, just crazy. So my heart goes out to them. And so we're going to come off that subject because we have something for y'all. We got something for you. So we're going to bring and then we're going to bring the fellas because we need to drag this one on to the
moving. We keep it moving.
Yes, I'm tired of this. Give it up. Just give it up. Amber Geiger, second appeal of both of them Gene murder charges rejected. After, I'm like, really, little girl? After having a previous appeal denied by the Court of Appeals for the 5th District of Texas, Geiger took her request to the Court of Criminal Appeals in Austin. Her attorney made the argument that her charges should be reduced from murder to negligent homicide since the night of Gene's death. In September 2018, Geiger has maintained that she believed she had entered her own home one floor down when she entered his apartment. In light of that version of the events of the fateful evening, her attorneys claim Geiger was acting in self-defense. So somebody breaking my house, but it's self-defense when I kill him.
Come on.
That don't make. How is it self-defense? First of all, I wasn't.
You broke in his house.
And the man. They say the man was sitting eating ice cream. So what, he was gonna throw the ice cream at you?
He gonna kill you with ice cream?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But you know what? The courts. I know sometimes the courts don't get it right, but sometimes they like, listen, don't come back here no more. You gonna do them 10 years, heifer. You ought to be glad you ain't have more. Did I call her heifer?
You did. You called her. She said, "But did I call her heifer?" You did. Hey, I was at that. I was all ready and prepared to give her the want, but I got to give you the heifer. I got to give you the heifer bill. She said, "You doing the 10 years, heifer?" Why is she on the screen? She only served 10 years. Girl, bye. I know that's right. Girl, go and sit down. Go sit down for them 10 years and just chill. Yeah. Go sit down somewhere for them 10 years and just chill. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Ridiculous. I know that's right. That's Marilyn shaking her head. I know that's right, Marilyn. Shake my head. Ridiculous. Girl, bye. Girl, hey, like Jesse Carey said, girl, bye. Come on. And fellas, can y'all please come take out the trash?
Moving. We keep it moving.
Hey, I forgot to give her. I forgot to give it to her. That was for her. Right? Go sit down somewhere. And this for the second time she gonna try. See you at that. And then talk about sit down. No, you didn't pull out the chair. She done pulled out the chair, y'all.
Yeah, she had to sit herself down and go
Sit
do
down somewhere. Ain't nobody studying you. Ridiculous. All right. Well, here's the thing. You around here trying to get off, but guess what? It's some folk that ain't today. Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank
3
you.
men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery. The defense was found guilty of murder and other charges on Wednesday for pursuit and fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery. They face life in prison. We got found guilty on all 9 counts. That one fella right there on all 9 counts. He should have. And the father found guilty on 8. And the other guy found guilty on 6, who was trying to send in the video. He was trying to get out of it. But this was the reaction right here. And I know God bless you, sister, that your baby's death is not going to go one of those in history. Hey, listen, first George Floyd. I was so happy. That's why I was like screaming. I was like, well, I got to get this on. I'm talking about victory, hallelujah. That's what I'm saying. I was scrambling trying to get this on tonight. I said, I got to get this on tonight. Because there's no way. Guilty on all charges. So happy. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I was very glad about that. And you know what? We live in a time you don't ever get away. It may be delayed, but not denied. What they should have did is took that video and deleted it. No, you sends it in. All right, then. Now your honey gonna be right in there with the rest of them. Mm-hmm. And it's sad that it had to come to that. I was looking at it. It was saying the dad, the boy's father, says it's about time, and they put him out, finish. Mm-hmm. But hey, that's what they get, and I'm so happy. And I told Leonard, I said, just because it's 11 white people and 1 black, I said, I believe they're gonna look at the evidence. They don't have the color.
But see
that's right, the color of skin. It was disheartening when we first saw it, but once the evidence started coming out, and when you get on the stand and say, oh, well, no, he didn't really do nothing, boy, you finna go to prison. You might as well get ready.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you, there was a video that they were showing of him after the shooting where he had this man's blood all over him. How is it that you're going to try and accuse a man of coming towards you with a gun and you all have chased him for minutes trying to cut him off, everything else? You know what? You got it. And we applaud the jury for making the right decision. Now, and I watched it over and over again. It's just, it was like, thank you, God. I'm so glad, especially coming behind, the sad thing about that little boy who fake cried all over the screen. The ex-prosecutor tried to cover it up. Yes, he did. Tried to cover it up, but he couldn't. That's right. And then bye.
Waving.
Bye. I said the prosecution argued Arbery as a citizen. She left race out of it. She knew how to convince the jury. Exactly. He was a citizen who was jogging. And you're right, Kyle. She left race out of it, and she made a big good argument. Kyle, you might have learned a little something in debating high school. I told Kyle he should have been a lawyer. They told on themselves he was never a threat to any of them. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. And I know I bet they go that one who gave that video, they're gonna give him some hickeys in prison.
Yeah.
They were like, why you sit that in? If he would have never sit that in, we could have said anything.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So that was a good one. We are happy that that justice prevailed. Come on, fellas. And that you gotta name your guys now. Come on, come on, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
This was a very interesting one here. Wow. The conviction of the 2 of the 3 men in the assassination of the civil rights activist Malcolm X are expected to be thrown out Thursday. The men Muhammad A. Azaz and Kaleem Islam also maintain their innocence in the 1965 assassination of Malcolm X, who rose to become one of the most prominent leaders of the civil rights movement. Manhattan District Attorney Cy Vance, and the lawyers representing the two men They first told the New York Times that they expected the men name to be cleared on past Thursday. I found that very interesting. I never really studied that and see who was arrested, but we do know they like to rush to judgment when it comes to Black folks.
Always.
I don't know if they did it or not, but let me say this, Anita, was interesting. I see what Malcolm X's daughter passed away a couple of days ago.
Right.
Yeah, so that was sad too. So hey, if they're innocent, then hey.
It is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we know, when we look at the killing of him, Medgar Evers, and Martin Luther King, we know what was behind that.
Exactly.
We're not fools. We know that, and the thing is, the very thing that you tried to silence happened anyway, because we got our rights.
Yep.
We have to drink out of separate water fountains. We got our rights. We just have to keep them, because I'm telling you, it's a whole lot in jeopardy now. So people better understand. We don't have the Malcolm X's and stuff of those days, and the Martin Luther Kings. Those guys were young. They were in their 20s.
Yeah.
So I do believe we have a generation that ain't scared. So hey, because that's what it took for them. So, all right. So we are, we're happy for that. So we are going to give that a nice little teams up.
Yeah.
Yes. Applause. Come on, fellas. Come on. We got just a few more. Y'all hang in there with us. Come on, fellas. Take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All righty then. This is an interesting one. I love to hear stories like this one.
Me too.
Artist Kerry James Marshall to create racial justice themed stained glass art for Washington National Cathedral to replace Confederate iconography. I'm so glad I am so glad that the Confederate stuff is coming down. Washington National Cathedral recently announced it will replace its stained glass windows that formerly featured Confederate. I mean, when you got all this Confederate iconography finally being removed in 2017, coming down with all the statues with racial justice themed windows created by world-renowned artist Kerry James. This is him, Kerry James Marshall. The cathedral's mission represents Marshall's first time working with stained glass as a medium, and the windows are expected to be his first permanent public exhibition anywhere in the country. Applause. In addition, celebrated poet, author, and scholar Dr. Elizabeth Alexander has agreed to create a new poem that will be inscribed in stone tablets alongside Marshall's window installation, overlaying the previous stone tablets, which venerated the lives of Confederates. So this is a moment to applaud, and because these are some of the things that are happening that is not allowing the history of our ancestors to be whitewashed. So we're grateful that now, everything, all of it needs to come down. And guess what? Eventually, I'm believing God, and you mark my word, every statue, all those big monuments, they're coming down in that.
So is
coming down. They're coming down. So we definitely applaud that moment in history. Yes. All right. Come on, we have just a few more. Come on, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All right. The American Psychological Association recently issued a detailed statement owning up to and apologizing for not only for its role in the systematic racism in the United States, but for the role the field of the psychology as a whole has played in systematically denigrating people of color for decades. APA is profoundly sorry, accepts responsibility for and owns the action and inaction of APA itself. The discipline of psychological and individual. Oh Lord, why do you want to give me all these ignorance? Psychologists who stood the disciple. Wait a minute, discipline. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I apologize. I can't see, so I used to make it bigger. But anyway, it's all in a nutshell. The APA apologizing for not being who they're supposed to be, because what they have done, they had put together things, and it was centered around really white folks, to be very honest. It really was. It was never centered around Black people and their culture and what's going on in their community. And so they came and put together this APA situation, because here it says, in addition, recognizing that many existing historical records and narrative have been centered in whiteness. That's what they said. APA also concluded that it was imperative to the capture oral history and the live experience of community of colors. So what they did is, again, they even admitted to it. It was centered around whiteness and everything, the culture. It was, in other words, they never even considered the Black culture, where you were from, what community you lived in. So I think that was a big step that they took to say, hey, wait a minute, we missed the mark. That's what they're saying. We missed the mark, and we're gonna do better, and we're gonna make sure that we have things that's going to represent the community of colors, of color, whether it don't matter.
Hey,
everything.
This is what y'all did. This is what y'all doing now.
Awesome. So I just hey, listen here. I broke it down the Bunny style. Okay, y'all.
Come on, break it down. You broke it down.
Bunny style.
Broke it down, Bunny style. That's what you did. The damage they have inflicted upon children is irreversible. We don't need your apology. Cut us a check. Jesse, I want my money.
But you know what though? But you know what, Anita? All the people before had to die off before they were able really to legitimately make an apology.
That's true.
Because you had to kill off that whole generation, just like in the Bible. You had to kill anyone 21 and older. Yep. So
you're preaching. You're preaching in it. All right, fellas, let's keep it moving. We're almost done.
Moving. We keep it moving.
I said that until I looked at the list. We still got a long way to go, but we're good. All right. The National Book Foundation announced the 2021 National Book Awards winners list this week. Author and poet Jason Mott won the fiction prize for Hell of a Book, while author and historian Taya Miles garnered the Notification Prize for All That She Carried. I thought I had her picture. Oh, man, I got to bring her in. I'm going to bring her picture in a second, y'all, so you can see what she looks like. The Journey of Ashley Sack, A Black Family Keepsake, Mott's Hell of a Book, the story of an author on a promotional tour and his haunted past and present in surreal narrative style. He said, I would like to dedicate this award to all the other mad kids, to all the outsiders, to all the weirdos, the bullied, he said in his acceptance speech. The ones so strange that they had no choice but to be misunderstood by the world and by those around them. The ones who, in spite of this, refuse to outgrow their imagination, refuse to abandon their dreams, and refuse to diminish their identity or their truth or their loves, unlike so many others. Wow. That's something. All that she carried traces the history of an African-American family through a cotton sack and enslaved ancestor to give their daughter in the 19th century as they were about to be separated and sold apart. In her acceptance speech, Miles thanked her editor, Molly Turpin, for championing her decision to write a book about the old bag. Your face lit up, Miles said. You were so curious. You were so receptive. You were the perfect editor for this project. And you know what? Here's the thing. When I listened to his acceptance speech, and I'm going to bring her picture in a second. When I look at his acceptance speech, one of the things is he was so profound in his statements. He was profound in his statements. Gosh, I can't bring a picture in. I'm gonna bring it in at the end, y'all, so you'll be able to see her. He was profound in his statements because there's so many kids. I had a little boy in my office today. He's 5 years old. His name is King. King Moore is his name, and he is destined for such greatness. But how many kids How many kids are bullied and told they can't and feel inadequate and all kinds of things, and you don't understand how that stuff grows up with them because you are creative, you are different. And I've always said this about creative beings. Don't mock that child because of their imagination. The Bible says that God can do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think. That's the imagination. When your imagination goes far and exceeds far beyond what everybody else thinks, you have the power to do some great things because you can think and imagine and dream past some other people. Who creative beings are just different. I was a creative being. I used to talk about it all the time. They used to tell me, girl, shut up, you ain't never going to Paris. Shut up, you ain't going to no Eiffel Tower. You can't eat dinner at the Eiffel Tower. Been there, done that. And so there are so many things that I spoke as a kid, and I learned the power of the words that came out of my mouth. That's why you have to be careful. And when you got a kid who lie a lot, you got to really start teaching them. When you got somebody who just talk too much and they say a bunch of nothing, you got to stop them. But you got to redirect it. And when you have that one who just dreams and imagines, you got to redirect that thing and don't let the devil get a hold of it. So I applaud them. They're good. I get so excited when I see stuff like that. Yes. Man, we applaud it. Now, you have any thoughts? Words?
Oh yeah, no, you summed it up. That is a phenomenal. That's phenomenal, and that some little boy, some little girl may read that, and then let them know that you're not the only one. Because sometimes
you're not alone.
I've always felt isolated because I was always a little kind of strange myself. So yeah, but
you know what creative kids are, Annette. You were creative. You were a writer, and nobody knew it. You were a writer, and you were a poet, and people around you did not. People didn't see it. They didn't recognize it. They didn't know that about you.
Exactly. So that for a little boy, a little girl.
But your mama knew it. Because did you find poems?
Yeah, I found my poems. Yeah.
Your mama knew it.
She knew.
She just didn't know what to do with it, probably.
Yeah, probably didn't.
I mean, obviously, and it happens. It happens where people don't know. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to handle a kid who's got those special gifts and those talents, and you don't understand why they see the world the way they do. They just do, and instead of like ridiculing them or making them feel inadequate or crazy, we have to learn to embrace kids and to let them know that they can exceed, they can excel, they can succeed, and that what they're thinking and dreaming is not far-fetched, it's not crazy, and you're not stupid for feeling the way you do and thinking the way you do. It's just the truth, man. I mean, hey, listen, if I'm sure when we look at people like incredible people like Steve Jobs, and all of us got an iPhone, I know people looked at him like he was crazy.
You know it.
I know people did, and I probably would have been one of them. But and that's the thing, we underestimate people who go on to do great things. Just imagine what the teachers and people think who probably taught him, and many people that have gone on to do some great things that we're experiencing in today's life. And you don't know that child that you have in your house. That child might be the next president of the United States. Look what Barack Obama came from. So there are many people that came from situations that are not favorable, but guess what? They made it through. They're here, and God is using them and has used them and still using them to do great things. So, man, what did she say? I was a peculiar and inquisitive little girl. Always knew I was different. Exactly. Always knew you were different. And guess what? That difference is what made you who you are. This is the young lady.
That she is. Okay.
That's the other author who we were speaking of that didn't have her picture. I thought I had her picture in here. My apologies, but I was able to pull it while I was able to talk. See? That's when you're able to multitask. So we applaud these wonderful, wonderful people. We give them a thumbs up. I'll give them a bell and then the applause. Yes, come on, guys. Take us on to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All right, here we go. Amari Frazier, 18, brings dance to underserved groups through Chicago nonprofit Step Into Joy. The day after he turned 18, Amari Frazier learned he had been accepted into New York's most prestigious art college, Juilliard, to study dance. But the real gift be how he rewards Chicago's South Side with dance now and for decades to come. Frazier assumed to graduate senior dancer at the Chicago Academy for the Arts, have used dance to spread love with the nonprofit he founded a year ago with friends called Step Into Joy. Step Into Joy performs at churches and groups for those who have been abused, first by dancing for our audience and then dancing with them. That's amazing. Frazier said attending the academy has been a godsend for him as a student and performer. And he said it's only the beginning. He said this, I love this. He said, I want to provide kids who don't have the funds to dance because dancing is very expensive. With the resources through my foundation, because everyone should have the opportunity to be able to do what they want. Frazier said, dreams should be fulfilled and they are possible. And this comes from an 18-year-old young man.
That is, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to fall looking at it. I'm about to fall right there looking at it.
That's a natural talent.
A natural talent.
Yeah.
Man. And coming from an 18-year-old who understands and who's already thinking ahead. And that's what I'm talking about. That creative energy, that creative flow that comes out of a child like that. And because they're different, a lot of times we want to just cast them aside and think that they're nothing. And don't muzzle that gift and that talent in those children. Nurture it, because these kids can go on to do great and phenomenal things. Yes, phenomenal. I agree, and we give them an applause. We give them the teams up from Movement Worldwide. Get a Can We Talk Movement Worldwide bell and applause. Yes. All right, fellas. Now I can finally say we almost done. Come on, fellas.
Moving. We keep it moving.
We have just a few more. Y'all can bear with us. Y'all know how we do it here on Wednesday nights. Deanna Lawson, professor of visual arts in the Lewis Center for Arts at Princeton University in New Jersey, has been awarded the Hugo Boss Prize. Professor Lawson, who is the first photographer to win the award, which comes with a $100,000 prize. The prize presented by the Solomon R. Guggenheim Foundation and sponsored by the Hugo Boss German fashion label has been awarded biannually since 1996 and was established to embrace today's most innovative and critically relevant cultural currents. The Hugo Boss Prize is considered among the most prestigious awards within the contemporary art world. Go ahead, Black girls, rock.
You better do it.
You have done the darn thing. Young, beautiful, innovative, and a winner. We applaud you, honey. Yes. And we're going to give you the thumbs up.
Yes.
From Can We Talk Worldwide? This just makes me proud. I love it when we're able to bring these stories out. All right, Jassy, you leaving us, Jassy. Good night, darling. I love it when we're able to get these stories out. They are so phenomenal. My God. Come on, fellas. We almost done.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Okay. The photo archives of Ebony and Jet magazines were sold at auction. A group of buyers, including the J. Paul Getty Trust, in association with the Ford Foundation, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, and Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, purchased the historic photos for $30 million. According to the Chicago Tribune, the archive will go to the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, the Getty Research Institution, as well as other institutions, so that the researchers and scholars will have access. There's no greater... what is this word, Nita? There's no greater history of the modern African American experience than this archive, James Kuno, president of the J. Paul Getty Trust, said in a press release. The trust is the lead purchaser of this prestigious. As you know, we all had Jet, and if you grew up like I did,
who didn't?
We all had the Jet.
Who didn't have
all the Jet and the Ebony on the coffee table?
Who didn't have Ebony and Jet on their coffee table?
And they go on to say saving it and making it available to the pub. Oh boy, I'm sorry, y'all. My computer my computer is just acting up. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
Saving it and making it available to the public is a great honor and a grave responsibility. So that's, I was like, wow, they got that's $30 million. I said, wow, from Jet and Ebony. But yeah, yep, they're gonna preserve it. Excuse me.
Wow, man, the trust is the lead purchaser in the consortium. That is awesome.
Yep,
it's a consortium. I think I was trying to figure out the word that you were struggling with, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't, child. I know. I learned how to move.
But who didn't have Jet, Ebony, and Jet? Oh, Elena. Hey, Jet Beauty of the Week. That every guy would grab the Jet magazine and go straight for the Jet Beauty. I don't think there was a black house that didn't have Ebony and Jet magazines on it. On the table, on the coffee table. Remember the coffee table?
Yeah.
You your Ebony and your Jet magazines. If you didn't have anything else, you had.
My mama had every week. They was there.
Let me tell you, every black house, you was gonna know what was going on in black people's lives. That's amazing. It's amazing how far removed we are from those days.
I know it.
So far removed. Everybody trying to get on the shade room, foolishness and world star hip hop. You know, I don't have anything against y'all, but hey. That real journalism with that was where people had to go out and get those stories and take the pictures. It's still alive. Show you're right. I know that's right, Sharon. Amazing. All right, guys, we're almost done. Come on and take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
I love this story. This is an amazing story that really touched my heart. Sergeant Isaac Woodard enlisted and fought in World War II, defending democracy as a part of a segregated combat support unit. During his time in the Army, Woodard earned a battle star with a Good Conduct Medal, as well as the Service Medal and World War II Victory Medal. As he headed home to North Carolina by bus in 1946, hours after being honorably discharged, he was beaten and blinded by Police Chief Linwood Scholl in Batesburg, South Carolina, after a dispute with the bus driver over stopping for the restroom. The incident and outcry led to the U.S. Justice. This led to department trying the case in federal court, where Scholl was acquitted, even after admitting that he blinded this man. Afterwards, President Harry S. Truman met with the NAACP and informed the Council of Civil Rights and established the Civil Rights Commission by Executive Order 9808 to study racial injustice and inequity and the need for civil rights to be enforced by the federal government. Truman introduced in the 1948 Civil Rights Bill and issuing Executive Order 9981 to desegregate the armed forces. That is a shame. The man went and served his country, was honored with all those medals. On his way home, beaten and blinded, went in like this, came home like that. Ridiculous. Wow. Now that's some history for you. What you got to say, Matt?
That's definitely, that's a miscarriage of justice for sure.
Who you telling? That's something. Didn't know that. Thank you for that, Annette. Thank you for bringing that to our remembrance, because a lot of times we forget.
Yeah.
And some of these stories we just don't know. We just don't know. So we're honored today that you are honored finally, and that that people are learning the truth, and that we're getting this truth and we're spreading even further from Movement Worldwide. So we applaud you. Boom, boom, boom. And for the police officer. For that police officer, and listen, and your sins go trickle down. Remember that you got children and grandchildren and great grands coming behind you, and God is not mocked. You're gonna reap what you sow. Period. And you may not see it, but sometimes it'll come in generations in ways that you'll never imagine. You have to be careful how you treat people. Oh, all right, fellas, we got one more. Y'all, come on, let Annette come on, take us home.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Okay. President Joe Biden briefly transferred power to Vice President Kamala Harris on Friday. on November the 19th.
Madam President.
Yes, while he underwent a routine colostomy, setting up a history-making moment as Harris became the first woman to hold that authority during the short time she stepped in as an acting president. I wonder what she was feeling like. Well, is Joe going to kick the bucket? But hopefully not. President Joe Biden, 78. Oh, Joe Biden, old. The oldest person to serve as president, transferred power to Harris, the first woman, person of color, and person of South Asian descent to be vice president for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Hey, while he was on the anesthesia at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. All right, boy, he turned 79 on this Saturday. Wow. Mm-hmm. Press Secretary Jean said Biden resumed his duties after speaking with Harris in the White House. A White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain at approximately 11:35 a.m. So, sister girl, for an hour and 25 minutes. I thought it would have been. Well, I took all kind of pictures during that time. This is when I was president for the hour.
Who you telling? Hey, I would have been on like Martin be doing. Bum 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 bum. At the desk in the Oval Office. I guess that's why we want. That's why
I need to take some tape and put them. You know how you had your little thing, your name on your desk. I had some tape put on vice, like for an hour and 25 minutes. I am the president.
Yes. And then to have people call you Madam President.
Yes,
Madam President. Oh man, that's awesome. It's awesome. Of course, it was only for an hour and something while he was under anesthesia. But guess what? It happened. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. A woman of color was the president of the United States for an hour and something. Yes, she was. We applaud you, Kamala. We do. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't understand the significance of that. Yeah. But, we like, well, it wasn't that good. But like, I don't care what she ain't doing, who ain't doing what, and what, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they just used y'all to get in our blah. Stop hating. Stop hating. And look at what has happened. Something that was probably said would never happen.
Oh, yeah.
See the significance in that.
Yeah.
People don't know how to see the victory in that.
They don't. Just like them fine people that the former president like to talk about. Now they got to pay millions of dollars, but they fine.
Come on. Boom.
So hey,
millions. Fine individuals. 25 million. Mm-hmm. I had that too as put up on the story. I'm like, I don't feel like putting that up tonight. All righty. So that's it, Annette.
That's it, y'all.
I'm so glad we had this time together. So glad.
Yeah.
Y'all, we thank y'all so much. You could have gone anywhere else with your time. We're so glad that y'all hung out here with us with Movement Worldwide. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Share it still because it's going to stay up. They tried to get us in that. I was able to take one of the blocks down.
Wow.
Facebook, it was on the Facebook group. They had blocked us. I haven't checked the page yet to see if they tried to block us there or not. But they did block the group, but I took the dispute off. We've been having that fight with a company out of Bangladesh who keeps attacking us for some reason. But we're going to keep praying that demon down. So thank you all so much. Subscribe, like, share. You can also sow a seed. We're a nonprofit organization. You can sow a seed via Cash App, $ Movement Worldwide, or you can become a patron by going to our website, movementworldwide.org, and you can click the red button. It'll take you to patreon.com. You can set your own amount, set up your account. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. But no matter what the amount is, it's greatly appreciated. But even if you don't give an amount, we just so glad that you stopped by here and that you would share this broadcast. But if you do sow a seed, whether it's $1, $100, $1,000, whatever it is greatly appreciated. And it's seed into good soil, and it goes where we tell you it's going to go. We are doing great things. We have a lot of plans for 2022, and so every seed counts. Thank you all so much for being a support to us. Thank you all so much for showing up here. Thank you all so much for all of your kind words and love. You can email us info@movementworldwide.org. You can also follow us on all of our social media platforms, Movement Worldwide. We're everywhere. And I'll give you the rundown before Annette gives her comments for tonight. We start out on Tuesday nights. Although, you know what? I came out of my client and I went trying to catch Anita. She was already logged off. I was like, I'm like, let me go catch Annette. I'm like, Annette wasn't known either. I'm like, you know what? I ain't have nobody to listen to Tuesday. But She is normally here each and every Tuesday. Annette L with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar, that speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. I had to do it on you. Yes. Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Every platform, Facebook, YouTube, join her. The Rundown. Yes, it is the Rundown. And then on Wednesday nights, we're right back here at 7 p.m. every Wednesday for Can We Talk? And we love to have our moments on Can We Talk night, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. live Facebook and YouTube with our transformational topic, where we take idioms and phrases and we transform them to help you think and help you find some hope and some light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. And then that hard to have conversation everybody want to sweep under the rug, the power tool. Yes, we have it. And then we have our transformational topics. We deal with the news, current events, and we bring some stuff that you all will never see on the news. Yes, we do. We thrive off of that. We deal with some of the ugly stuff, but we deal with some good stuff too. We keep it light, but we also keep it real. Yes, we do. That's each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Then if you are not on Clubhouse, you need to get on Clubhouse, because we are there on Clubhouse each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. Listen, in our Movers and Shakers room, speaking about when God calls, we are dealing with some good stuff on there. We need you to join us every Friday night. If you don't know how to get there, you don't know how to download the app, you just download the app, y'all. It's Clubhouse, CLUBHOUSE. But you can text us at 474747. Text the word movers to 474747. You'll get notifications and you'll get a link. I always send the link out for Clubhouse so you can go straight into the conversation. You can also use the link that I text out on Saturday mornings, on first and third Saturdays, when we join forces with Elder Moselle Mason and the collaboration. And we are praying through the pandemic in our Praying Through the Pandemic room on Clubhouse every first and third Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You need to come where the praying is going on. Prayers are being answered. People are being set free and delivered and healed. Yes, it is happening. We're getting testimonies right after the prayer. So come with us on every first and third Saturdays at 10 a.m. And then each and every Sunday morning, we are on Facebook Live and YouTube Live with Power Walk Sunday, where we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction, where there is always, somebody say always.
Always. I've been practicing.
You got it. Where there is always, say it again.
Always
a word for you. Yes. Each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. That's Power Walk Sunday live on Facebook and YouTube. And that's the rundown. People got a lot going on. And then you want to say something before we go?
I just want to thank everybody for sharing. And our prayer is from the movement that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and even better next week and whatever God have in store for you. So thank you so much for being here.
Yes. Thank you all. We appreciate you and love you. And you could have gone anywhere else, but we thank you for stopping by here. And now we got to go, y'all. It's time to go. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. We'll see y'all the next time. And that got that heart up. She's been practicing her heart. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, Francesca.
Thank you, Francesca.
We love you, darling. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March 7th, each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orate it, articulate it, and reverberate it. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.